Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing the emotions, so you can identify your intuition, alright? Because it comes with your spiritual health and it flows into spiritual wealth, but it comes with the essence of love. Loving yourself, loving planet, loving beings, okay? And absolutely loving God, alright? I just posted a song from Vegas. I can't remember his name. That's in Vegas, right? It's from Jamaica. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I feel blessed. I feel like maybe someone feels like energy collective. Maybe someone feels like we're in the energy of when you see, you must not touch, especially when it don't belong to you. Okay? So we're in the energy of I am blessed. And when you see things and it don't belong to you, don't touch. Okay? Because you're looking at your own happiness. Someone's looking at their 10 of cups, okay, happily ever after. We're looking at love and support. We're looking at family. We're looking at contentment. We're looking at I am blessed. When it comes to my soul family, someone feels like they're getting together with their family. They're celebrating. We see like little honeybees is growing, all right. We see that someone feels very happy when it comes to their home. Happy home. Oh, happy husband, happy wife, happy life. It's not about happy wife, happy life. Because when the husband's out and he comes back miserable, the wife ain't happy, innit? Come on now, people. Happy husband, happy wife, happy life. Okay? So someone's looking at the absolute cup of love, all right? Because you've got to love yourself first. Someone's looking at maybe a family when it comes to contentment, all right? Because now we're looking at a happy life. So someone's looking at maybe a personal fulfillment when it comes to satisfaction, when it comes to activities and comfort. Looking for the comfort of life. Maybe someone feels in their feelings, maybe they feel comfortable with their emotions. Okay, so at home starts with self first. Maybe someone feels at home within themselves. Okay, they feel satisfied when it comes to their everyday activities, because every day I'm blessed. All right, okay, so now maybe someone's filled up their own home. Home is you, within you. Okay, so you can have an attraction outside of yourself within your own home, within your brick and mortar home. All right, so now maybe someone feels like they're letting contentment turn into laziness. Maybe some of you feel like someone's neglecting their family or ignoring personal issues. All right, for some of you, because you know we have issues and tissue when it comes to building our home. Some looking at insight. Maybe someone's looking at expanding their home or extending a home, like an estate, a real estate. Maybe someone's expanding a family business when it comes to real estate company. So they're waiting for the results to come in. You could be looking at maybe a page of pentacles. Someone's at the beginning of maybe the new stages of looking at a new family or looking at paperwork when it comes to maybe architectural plans, maybe. Because we did say expansion of family. So it could be expansion of family or expansion of a family house when it comes to maybe real estate, a company home, all right? Because now you're looking at the page of pentacles. Page of pentacles, someone's looking at learning, okay? Someone's learning, okay? And maybe looking at a new contract or a new project. Someone's looking at maybe raising money, okay? Maybe for a family. Maybe for some of you. We're looking at the page of pentacles, but being very studious, very flamboyant. Someone's maybe practicing with having like love within themselves first at home, building that comfortability within yourself. Or someone's ready to present themselves when it comes to maybe showing they got like a real estate, they're ready to show it to homes. Oh, you could be at the first stages of building or becoming a real estate agent for some of you. Maybe you're practicing your work, or you're looking, this King of Swords is looking at this page, this young person in this home. When it comes to maybe an earth sign young person, or someone's looking at a letter or a new project. It could be a new project or paperwork. Maybe someone's ready to send a letter to someone for the next stage. Maybe someone's practicing how to write letters to someone, or practicing about a business, how to extend a company business maybe when it comes to homes. But there seems to be a message penetrating into a new project. We come to maybe looking for finances or resources. So now we're looking at information. Maybe someone's learning about God or learning about information. You could be new in project management. You could be learning about that. You could be learning about maybe Queen of Wands and a young person when it comes to maybe a young earth sign boy. You could be grieving. You could be in an energy of grieving. You could be a King of Swords. You're looking at the energy of maybe considering a challenge when it comes to your home. Maybe someone was careless, or you're looking at someone's skill or lack of experience when it comes to maybe a child at home. Maybe it seems to be stagnation at work, because once you're trying to master this level of home, there seems to be a challenge when it comes to maybe a son and a mother. You could be looking at a project, a new project with a Queen of Wands for some of you. Some of you could be looking at Queen of Wands or trying to turn your back to a Queen of Wands. Someone in their ego for the desire for achievement. Or you could be looking at a social worker, or maybe looking at maybe someone's social life or a career related to a contract. Or you're looking at someone that's in their ego. Although you are true and loyal to this friend, maybe your ego can get you in the way of seeing this Queen of Wands, maybe because she's so like, she's bursting of that energy. She seeks that outlet of energy. She's looking at a new project, and you're helping someone with an exciting undertaking. But it seems to be a difficulty when it comes to maybe public admiration as a result of maybe your skills, or maybe, so look at someone's personality. You could be a King of Swords in the midst of a project, a new project. You could be in a situation that comes to stagnation because something very important has come up to you and you have to see it because it's a challenge, because you seem to be looking at a young earth sign boy maybe. You could be looking like a single father or a single mother or a girl when it comes to a new project. Or you're focused on something that's missing. So now you're paying attention maybe to what's going on in the home. Seem to be grieving, 5 of Cups. It seems to be a loss, or maybe you're grieving over a young boy, or there's a regret about a letter or a beginning of a project, or resources. Someone is probably abandoning a child because they're too much in their ego, party maybe. Or maybe you feel unloved as a child from your mother or your sister or auntie in a home. Or it could be a situation you felt unloved. You feel that maybe a son feels unloved by a mother, and maybe you want to get in the way between the two to protect your son, because your son's looking at you. And there seems to be regret, 5 of Cups. Someone's in an energy of their feelings. Someone feels like rejected, or they feel no empathy. It could be someone has no empathy for maybe a Queen of Wands, or someone's grieving over maybe a new project or a son, or maybe news has come towards someone. So now there seems to be someone in regret because they're looking at a third party person and not looking around at a 2 of Cups maybe. Could then be the distorted, demanding, overbearing person. Maybe this person looks for you for gifts, and maybe you feel like somebody was very gifted and you didn't turn around, or your son's very gifted, or a child's very gifted, or you see a beginning of a very gifted project, or someone wants you to ignore maybe what a young boy's saying, but you're focused on an idea, a concept that maybe may not exist, or you're accepting less than you deserve. Maybe you undervalued your information, that you can make swift changes in your discernment. I can see you're very intuitive if you stay in your discernment, and I think it's making you look at something someone is scared to maybe heal and move on. Yeah, third party. There seems to be a gift offered. We saw 4 of Cups. Someone rejected something, a project or a foundation for a new home for soul family, but someone's preoccupied. We're back to the 4 of Cups. Okay, 4 of Cups. Someone was offered a gift, they ignored it, because someone was in the 5 of Cups. They were in lost mourning, maybe over an earth sign boy, or neglect of an earth sign boy, or beginning of a project, because remember it's a collective read. They seem to be saddened over something that's gone, and maybe someone's afraid to move on because something's grafting. Someone doesn't want to be second best, maybe. Yeah, because now you're looking at defense. You got to believe in something. Your own intuition. The soul of the self is telling you got to believe. Oh, the home. He could be barring this person. This King of Swords could be barricading against this woman going into this home near this son. It says defending, because something's demonic in this house. Memories of a child, or memories of the past. Something saw something from the intuition, and now there seems to be a gift, but someone has to deal with something first. Why maybe they ignored the gift, or someone's angry about there's a gift of a soulmate. They're jealous that now maybe someone's defensive, they can't go into a home. They got a letter maybe from a lawyer, from a distorted feminine that's very busy, over demanding, jealous, very vengeful person. Nine. A wish fulfillment has become into anger, fear, vengeance. Someone's in their devil energy. Someone is very reckless when it comes to maybe pursuit of pleasure. Maybe they're clout chasing. So now maybe someone's looking at moderating, looking at someone's behavior. Maybe when it comes to maybe a young earth sign person, because he's looking out farther. He looks like he's in despair about something about this woman. So someone has to keep watch of someone very obsessive, and don't let any belief or practice overshadow your own intuition or your life aspects or your responsibilities. Maybe someone's watching, someone's in fear or deny. Maybe about drinking. Something denied about Leo. Someone's waiting for their results from a Leo when it comes to 2 of Cups. Maybe that's the truth. Or you're looking at someone's movements, taking that leap of faith towards the Queen of Cups, an option on his pathway to love. King of Wands is looking at squaring up, maybe an investment from a small to a large lucrative deal. But you guys got to use your intuition. Maybe they're looking at maybe a tarot reader or someone intuitive, but they're in a tower. There was a shock news, something mysterious. So they're squaring up. Someone's squaring up a contract. Maybe a collaboration. Someone's looking at happiness, simple life of pleasure. But someone's not appreciating the things around them, and now someone feels lonely maybe. Okay, give me one more card for the top layer. What's in the air? The elephant in the room. Reliability. Maybe someone doesn't rely. He looks very guarded now. Looking at this woman. Defending his belief. Maybe this person's not nice to this boy in this house. Or there's a contract that these two are not getting on and it keeps staying at the foundation. But no, there's something about this boy and reliability. Something slowed down. Something slowed down. And he's looking back at something else. Something slowed down in his home. Maybe the passion has slowed down maybe. Or someone's fought a battle while someone was enjoying an adventure from the ego. Someone wants to rest and regroup maybe. To spend some time for more domestic scenes. Maybe this person wants to take time with this person. Or look at a new foundation for some of you. There seems to be a stagnation. Slow down. Maybe this is a traumatic experience someone's going through, but don't let it paralyze you or make it as an excuse for you not to move forward. Because someone could be using grief as an excuse for this masculine to stay. But there's a mystery about this boy. Or mystery about letters, documents, information that someone relied on. She could be maybe a banker or something. Or she could be into partitioning. Or she just could be a leader in a business. A performer or something. She could be a lawyer or a priest, but she's seeking information to rely on to bring stagnation to the King of Swords. Someone's overseeing maybe this person exaggerating maybe about information. So now someone's being outspoken. Yeah, because it seems to be a 9 of Wands. Sagittarius, 9 of Wands. It means someone's irresponsible in this house. Maybe someone feels someone's irresponsible when it comes to information. The bone carrier, the one that exaggerates, the one that goes from the ego. Because now someone seems to be putting up barriers Maybe you've got fences around this home, blocking this house, because they're holding on to the strength. Because someone feels wounded in this home. And why you've got 9 of Wands. Nine of Wands is always like antagonizing over something. Something keeps telling this man to look at something. But she's saying, no, don't look over there. I'm that sexy. You can rely on me. I'm a me. I don't know. Something distracted. He said, no, I can't look. Something. He's distracted. And he feels like an antagonizing feeling. Because he's like, he feels like he's been caught in unaware of something. Maybe he feels he failed his son, or failed when it comes to information, or maybe someone's learning about God and someone becoming a priest. They're going to be very reliable to wounded masculines, the wounded warriors from the soul of the self. They're going to have a comfortable home, a good comfortable foundation where you can talk. They can make plans from her creation. They can depend on building a home. But for some of you, someone's unaware by a failure. Something didn't turn out right. It wasn't planned the way it's supposed to. Someone wants to give up, despair. Someone's refusing to salvage the situation. Maybe this person doesn't want to salvage the situation when it comes to maybe a Page of Pentacles. When it comes to maybe beginning of maybe a contract, it could be like a real estate, a home, extension of a home. It could be about information, about maybe a recontract, maybe for a preacher. It could be anything from maybe learning, practicing. It could be from, I don't know, a message, and it's penetrating this person, or it penetrated a project, and or a finance or resources, and now it's become wounded. Maybe the finances is wounded. Maybe this Queen of Wands relied too much because she's very flamboyant, or something is unaware, and now this masculine feels like an unaware failure to maybe a young earth sign person. Yeah, because maybe he works a lot, or something to do with work. It could be a message about work or penetrating a project. And maybe they're looking for finances or resources, and something has become an unaware failure getting the resources for independent wealth. Maybe she's hustling, this masculine. Okay, so we're looking at the lack of experience. You could be looking at something very careless, unaware, very unaware failure. Maybe someone was careless with finances because he works a lot. Maybe someone was unaware of someone's skills, that had a lack of experience, because they were more looking at the flamboyancy, maybe the seduction, the lust of the rush. Maybe someone's realizing someone's real level of their mastery. Page of Pentacles, because now they're saying, hold on a minute, there's too much challenge in this yard, and you're becoming lazy, you're relying on my money, and I've got a message about penetrating a project, and now finance and resources is in a lawsuit about work, imbalance, maybe about maybe a collaboration, a team, like 12 people, maybe a group. It could be a covenant. Lying. Someone's lying. Lying to this masculine, or he's lying to this woman about a project, a son, or someone's experience as a pastor, or knowing God, that connection to God. Maybe someone's just looking for someone's finances and resources. Maybe someone exaggerated their credentials, the application. Maybe someone done fraud. Yeah, King of Cups. What's going on, man? Heartbroken. His feelings is heartbroken. He found out something and he's heartbroken. But he mustn't let that stop from going forward. Once you've got the information, you've got the clarity, you might be worried, but you can still go forward. Someone looks like they're heartbroken, being independent maybe. Because now you're considering about someone's maybe work ethic, how they do solutions, conflict resolutions, or how they lied about a boy. And why is my heart racing? Something about a boy. Maybe someone's doing something that's not in the line of his ideas, his fathership as a father. You're looking at a thief, maybe in this earth sign type person. Could be a King of Cups' son. Or someone lied and said maybe that was his son, but really it's someone else's son. This seems to be a lie. Someone keeps looking back at this lie. Or maybe this son learned how to steal as a child, to steal, lie, thief. And now a detective or God's watching. Take it as it resonates. Someone's opening the door. Could be a Sagittarius person. Maybe she wants to go back into this house. But he seems to be unaware of an unaware failure. There seems to be information. Someone's running from something. Someone's escaping trouble. Maybe someone's coming out this house, escaping trouble, financial trouble, or it could be a child going into care because someone's wounded. It could be financially, or a son. Someone's mind's coming to calmer waters because someone wants to escape a situation. Because in this home, or a new project to expand a house, when it comes to maybe a house project, real estate, something can't be fixed. So someone's moving out of this home. Maybe someone got a letter saying, yo, you're getting evicted. Because you're lying. But try not to overanalyze. Don't be afraid to set yourself free. Because remember, the truth sets you free from any bad situation. It's true, the truth, the truth, the truth. It's always going to be setting you free. But the King of Swords is looking maybe at an Aquarius female, watching their foundation, coming out of a wounded situation, taking a leap of faith, bringing the mind to calmer waters. Seems to be difficulties in the mind in this house. Is bringing loads of wounds. And someone's thinking maybe how to bring calmness to this boy. Or maybe it's curious thinking about this boy. Or he's thinking about this boy. Or a project or a letter. Someone's lying. 6, 7, lying. 7, lying. Confirmation. Someone's lying. Confirmation. 6 of Swords, 1 in his hand. That's going to set him free. Whatever she does, seduction, you can just cut that wire. Could be his karmic, because normally Queen of Wands are the karmics. Yeah, he's gonna cut that because he's considering maybe someone's work ethic, maybe his reputation. Maybe he's thinking more about maybe a young boy that needs to come out that house, maybe relocate, ban this person, never see his mum again, ever in life. Don't care. It could be your sister, auntie, who cares? Not happening. Who knows, man? Maybe someone's relocating. Maybe someone's relocating information. Someone's relocating information or money abroad. And it brings financial problems in this house. Maybe. Or maybe someone's thinking about the Aquarius person. The Empress. Queen of Swords. Again, someone's lying. Could be a Taurus, Libra, or Sagittarius person lying about Queen of Swords. They're searching, spying, thinking about stagnations for a Wheel of Fortune, Destiny swapping, Emperor. Now the Emperor's thinking. He's looking at this lie. Authority, power, but someone, maybe someone, because we did see the 5 of Cups. Maybe this masculine couldn't turn round because maybe there was a financial house issue when it comes to expansion. Maybe someone lied and came in as a friend and said, oh, you know, we can expand this house with you. I know friends of a friend of a friend. Let's do this house project. I can help you. I'm supporting you in your twin flame, whatever. Whatever the reason, there was a lie to get into this home or real estate, or someone when it comes to a dad. Maybe he's having a divorce and he has to take his son. Because there's a Tower moment. Sagittarius dropped the bag. She dropped the bag. Because she dropped the bag. Someone's lying anyway. Manipulation. Like when I saw that dream yesterday, it's like someone could be doing like scrying, looking at someone. I saw that big nose with the bump on it as well. 3 different things in the sky. Maybe it's this fucking bitch, man. She's a practitioner. But she's a young one. She's not a master. She's not a master at it. She lied. She was doing some different thing. I don't know, boy. But now you can Emperor, the Empress, kind of Aquarius person. Someone probably thinks that Aquarius person is very intuitive, very sexy, very out there, very courageous. But you're looking at an upside down higher priestess. Yeah, you got to hold back from this higher priestess. She's not real. She's an apprentice. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Sorry, something happened to that boy. Virgo, hidden feeling. Now someone feels choked up. Because someone trying to pay attention. There seems to be a difference of knowledge. Someone's understanding someone's rationality. When it comes to maybe someone's foreign trips. Or that sense of reason. Because there's some form of inspiration to translate into action. Maybe someone's seeing the Empress as a muse and saying, I've got to move forward. Because they can use their intuition and really see the dark side. That bitch done something for my fucking son. Why'd I act like that? Oh. There's a fucking house slave. Maybe he was unaware of that failure. Maybe there's a house slave in the house. King of Wands, holding back budget, blocking Taurus person. Because you've got 4 Pentacles, 5. Someone's blocking something. Someone's frozen some form of assets maybe, or frozen some allowance, maybe house allowance, rent allowance. I don't know, furniture allowance. Money allowance to plant their foundation, to build a house maybe. Nah, man. They got to hold back. work and take that leap of faith. Talking about this team, talking about the moon, deception. They thought they're going to have victory, but they're in fear of going public. Someone's in fear of someone going public. I just saw that. Someone's in fear going public. Someone's very inspired though to translate their own intuition to make, because remember, King of Swords, he's all about discernment, clarity. He can take his information and make many transactions, isn't it? Maybe there's a lot of transactions. That's how he probably saw something. Or maybe seeing transactions of how the higher priest is the real Aquarius Empress speaks. And they're saying you are definitely on foundation level. So you don't know what to do when it comes to tarot. Yeah, because somebody wants to come in and make a love offer. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, someone's worried. And they're in a fight. There seems to be a conflict, anxiety. When it comes to reliability, someone's looking at a situation where someone's resisting. So now there's this stagnation because of a traumatic experience. But don't let it paralyze you into fear to make an excuse not to move forward because of a conflict. Because now you've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is like, no one can't find a common ground. God comes in and gives everyone a soul and say, right, that's your purpose, that's your purpose, that's your purpose. But these women use their pom-pom as a purse. So now there's a conflict. Because now there's a fight. Maybe by the energy inside. So now they're understanding why they have nightmares, isn't it? It's them people they're laying down with, working with, whatever. That's why there's a spiritual fight when it comes to energy inside. So now they understand that there's a conflict as well in someone's home. Maybe they're borrowing this Queen of Wands. Because now you're understanding about a Five of Wands. Conflict. No common ground. High tensions in this house. Or maybe when he goes in, he's thinking, why is there tension? You know, energy in it. With energy, this is why when I sound like with myself, if I go somewhere and I walk in a house or a building and something don't feel right, I'm gone. Because your energy, and now he's understand information about energy, and he understands that hidden feeling. Maybe he feels unaware of a danger in his home, an unforeseen failure. Maybe he feels like he failed this person, or right into Aquarius person, or failing a little boy that's an earth sign boy, maybe. Because now you're looking at Five of Wands again, under the deck, competition. The people, man, you got to come out that energy of competition. Because now inside, there's a warlock fighting for people's energy. To look flamboyant, to look important, you know, to look like they're a satisfied person. So now maybe someone's taking advantage of someone's confidence by ignoring their own opportunities. Because they keep fighting with their own homegrown enemy, a frenemy, someone that looks good outside to others, and good for others outside because they look good, because they always act like they do their best. But at home, inappropriate motivations and not playing by the motherfucking rules. Now it's a worry because someone doesn't want something to go public. Someone doesn't want something to go public because under the deck we have a conflict. Because now you look at Nine of Swords, and antagonizing. Something's antagonizing, but someone's watching, baby. Maybe they're doing that water watching. Watching this air sign person. But someone can't sleep though. Someone's searching for an answer that seems just out of reach. It's not. Go within. Because she's blocked her heart and she's using her intuition. And she knows whatever's going on behind her. She knows when you're coming, bitches. You can't mix. You don't have intuition, remember. It's only so far your demonic tools can take you. This is divine feminine. She don't need people like that. She needs God. She's got her Godhead. That's her creation. You understand? Because she's in her number 2. She understands number 1, magician. Number 2, my intuition. Number 3, take care of my blood clot self. And put my Godhead on. And I can see everything I go on behind me. 3rd eye. Keep going. So now we see a 9 of swords, isn't it? Now someone's in a nightmare. Maybe someone's repressing or denying the Empress got Godhead, or denying this King of Swords the truth, but he knows something. And now maybe this person's worried on their thoughts, because his thoughts come to calmer waters after a wounded. Hers is just starting. Hers is going to be very slow. Painful conflict in the mind, energy and mind. But she's done something to this little boy. And sometimes you don't know what's good till it's gone. So now maybe this person's not going to feel so pushy, over demanding, isn't it? Because now you haven't got the finances you used to have. So now you can't act like that bitch to other people. Let's see how big your mouth is now. How much energy you got. Because funny, people only need money to move, isn't it? You could be an Aquarius person. You could be thinking about healing as the Empress. You could be looking at wish fulfillment. Alright. Oops, you could be looking at a new beginning. Hey, yay, take that leap of faith. We're going to put that there, man. That came out nice. Someone taking that leap of faith, man. You got the strength. You got the strength, man. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Because you've got the strength, the power, the courage. Do you understand? Because now you're looking at unconditional love, starts with self first. Maybe you feel like you can move forward, even though you went for something bad. You're not going to let it paralyze you. Why? Because you're learning to live easily with the gifts inside of you and appreciate your gifts. Okay? Or you're going to appreciate your foundation of a letter, maybe from a curious person, to bring the command to calm waters. I don't know. But don't let your strength or your desires control you. Do you understand? And don't deny your own power. Maybe this person devalued themselves. So he's sort of unaware of maybe a failure, of maybe undervalue oneself. Don't undervalue yourself. Could be King of Swords or Queen of Wands. So King of Swords is looking at, worried. He's worried about the extension of a family, or he's worried about an earth sign boy that's wounded. He didn't realize how much his son was in neglect by a mother. Or some of you is looking at an antagonizing over something, feeling like unable to sleep because now you're not comfortable in this home, maybe beside this Queen of Wands, or comfortable leaving this boy behind because now you're thinking about relocation, maybe with a boy. So now you're in a nightmare. Maybe you're denying things that you know you need to take care of, King of Swords. Search for the answers. May seem out of reach, but it's not. And look, maybe this is Queen of Wands. Look at this. It's the same person in red. Maybe this is a fucking warlock, man. Trying to be like that. And it like, you don't need to stop. You don't need to stop, man. I reckon it's that for my relation. I had a dream, you know, about this woman telling me evil eye, and she knew me, but I thought she didn't know me. She's working with someone. She's abusing divination tools, or maybe she frightens this little boy. Because look, she's a fucking nightmare to this boy. And bringing this boy out will bring him to calmer waters. She's doing something to this boy, man. Maybe she's she's a conflict. Five of Wands again. Maybe she beats him. Maybe she's that mother dearest. Oh my goodness. Look at mother dearest. Don't put those wire hangers in the wardrobe. She's mother dearest. One of them women, right? They act like they're philanthropists and private people. They probably like go out and probably like adopt children. But in the house, he knows something's going on with his earth sign boy. She's a fucking demon. She's doing something. She is a bad entity. And she makes this boy scared. And he lives near a feeder or a river. I saw him in a dream. And I said, follow me. I said, shh. Follow me, be quiet. He said, where do I go? I said, shh. And I shouted it. And then I saw a dark fear energy fighting me for keys that I have. She could be a fire sign woman, I said, with a Virgo fucking boy. And maybe he is an air sign. Maybe I'm seeing something. I thought of that yesterday, you know. We'll keep that one quiet. Conflict. Maybe, see, look, it's a bird burning out the soul. 5 and 5, 10. Something's going on with that boy in his house. Because now you've got conflicts, rivals, high tensions, no common ground. You've got competition. They're saying do your best, but only your good. No, man, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Someone's not playing by the rules in this house. Oh, that's a confirmation. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning, we see God. That's what lays my head to rest. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed. When I get my calling in the morning, I can lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. He's crying. He's got a calling, a purpose. He mustn't downplay his purpose. Because now an angel's come to attack this Queen of Wands. The angel. Love, the dove. Love conquers. I am blessed every day of my life. God is real, man. God is real. God is real. And that's a confirmation. I just heard the phone ring. God is coming down the stairs. He saw something as Sagittarius did. God's judgment is here. They're fearing God's judgment, these karmic women, or Queen of Wands. We're looking at a calling. Everyone has a purpose. Someone's trying to block someone's calling to bring stagnation. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed. I can wake up in the morning and I can lay my head to rest. Because every day of my life, I am blessed. That is such a beautiful message. Beautiful message. Such a beautiful message. I am blessed. Someone's looking at judgment, clarity. Maybe someone's made a final decision. They have a wake-up call. Maybe someone's going to call you, Empress, about someone's purpose. Or you had a wake-up call about your own purpose. And And you feel very blessed. Because every day of my life, I can lay my head to rest, unlike a Queen of Wands and an Earth sign person. Judgment here, God's judgment. You're being called to do something that will change your life. It's usually for the better. Listen to your own intuition. Maybe someone's facing their calling with courage and action, because I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed. And I just put that on my community page today. It's like a promise of fulfillment for life. Just watch how you shrink your calling and ignore what you know and what you need to do. Because you have a calling. Don't shrink it for other people. No, someone's got a calling. Because now there's a regret. Some regrets giving someone an offer. Maybe a business offer. Or maybe an offer to do partitioning on the Empress. Maybe in the Four of Cups. No empathy. No empathy. Maybe he gave an offer. This masculine is now sitting, thinking, reading, learning from the soul of the self about his own emotions. Maybe he's clocked on to his intuition. And he mustn't downplay his calling. Not for seduction. Yeah, because somebody was... They were working with a Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, she took that offer from a Queen of Pentacles. No, they're under judgment, boy. Yeah. How they worked with the Emperor and the Empress. Now they're in regret. King of Cups as well. It's in their memory how they dealt with this Queen of Cups. They were researching. Now they got the truth. They were doing moon magic, obia, curses. They bring stagnations because they want to hold on to someone's money. An investment. Sagittarius from a Leo. That was their options for a wounded warrior to break his heart. And now you're looking at a Virgo. Dead. Hidden feeling, tarot, change of a wish fulfillment. No, it's Seven of Wands. Defense, protect against your competition, your own cup of love. For a Two of Cup that went into juggling, a false foundation, Queen of fucking Wands, lying in this yard about maybe unrequited love. King of Pentacles is now looking at, you lot are too much. You lot are too much. I knew something happened to that Leo person, that Virgo person. This Queen of Wands is lying. Just lying. Whoever's in this energy, they're lying. They're lying. Yeah, Tower. It was false foundations coming down, false everything coming down. They got judgment. Look at a tower shattering in someone's belief system. She could be a priest. She could be doing like bread and wine shit. Nah, she's lying. She ain't got no calling from no God. Go and sit down. You're a page. Go and learn your lessons. This is Earth School. Here to graduate from your flaws, not hide from it. This is why you're in your tower moment. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down. No, thank you. You can stay up there and stay locked up in your tower forever. This seems to be unexpected turn of events. It seems to be like an overturn when it comes to maybe a contract or a home or maybe a business deal. There seems to be an overturn come to comfortability, relying on someone's maybe pentacles. Because now someone feels something's going on with this son, this boy in this house. No, someone knows the truth, but someone's ignorant to not really like do anything. Wounded. So be aware of like over dramatizing situations or denying that a devastating event has occurred. Lying. Why am to these chicken heads, man? I don't know why I'm to chicken heads. I don't understand. You don't really paint everyone like you, boy. The new hustle is I'll give you a baby, but I don't want it when you're at work. I'm gonna batter it. And when I'm outside, I'm looking like Mother Dearest. You know too much, man. I hope they rescue this little boy, whoever you are. Or maybe he's dead. Unalive. It's a wounded situation. Maybe someone lied. Could be a doctor or a practitioner. Or like, what do you call a children's doctor? One of them. Lying. Someone's not being ethical in this home. They're not playing by the rules. Maybe they're neglecting this child. Or when it comes to work as a doctor or something, about playing by the rules. Maybe someone's exaggerating. So now there's a wounded warrior. There seems to be some bad behavior. And now there's consequences for a thief. Consequences. Could be a Sagittarius person in this house. Someone taking a leap of faith. New beginning. Yeah, what to this Queen of Blood Clot Pentacles, man? You lot are fucking demons. Lying to a Leo. Lying about Ace of Cup feelings and being defensive. They're looking for a Wheel of Destiny, swapping for Higher Priestess. Dead. They're lying about some death. Again, that baby. She's going to prison. She done something to a baby, a boy. Oh my goodness. They done something. It's out in the open. She's wounding that boy. Or someone's financially wounded. And an Aquarius person's come awards with success, but maybe a Leo person moving forward towards the Empress. No, man, why is my heart shaking? They did something. Her and this Queen of Wands, the inner tower. Unorthodox practice. Their belief system did something to this boy. Someone's moving forward away from a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's institution. They're worried about the reputation, or maybe institution now, maybe. Someone's looking at maybe a Taurus person when it comes to tradition, when it comes to faith. Maybe it's institution or a marriage or a higher commitment is now worried. And when it comes to respect of achievements, when it comes to generational curses, someone probably passed it on. It seems to be an act of spiritual warfare of someone's belief, because someone went blind devotion to someone's tradition. You can't accept no knowledge without questions, rather questions authority. Maybe someone has to question authority now in an institution, maybe a police, and they're worried about information coming out in the public. Something happened to this baby, this earth sign baby. But now you look at balancing God's Two of Cups, but they're lying about maybe being a soulmate or something. Maybe they were taking the Empress's messages, and this Queen of Pentacles saying, no, they came from downloads from me, like from her. So she's doing predictions, but she's lying, and this one's backing her. And saying, yeah, I did see the Empress attack. Yeah, she isn't the Empress. She's the Karmic. It's Queen of Pentacles. You lot are you lot can really think. You lot can outdo the judge. God's coming, boy. You see that God, the judge. You lot have been judged, boy. She got a God that done. She's too balanced for you people. Aquarius is a spiritual teacher, not ignoring her calling. She's got her calling from God. You lot relax yourself. You two are weirdos. You two are weirdos, man. These karmics have no behavior. None. No behavior. Yeah, acting like magician. Let me tell you. What I tell you, man? These people that have no behavior. Because now you look at Queen of Pentacles, trying to create some kind of life when it comes to physical pleasure, that beautiful, her skills, and her budgeting of services. She's a page, not a queen. She's a page of Pentacles. She's not an influencer. You understand? She's a practitioner. And she did something to this Virgo boy to sacrifice his energy. She did something. She did something. Her and this woman did something to this boy. Maybe he's a slave in the yard. Maybe he took away all this stuff. I don't know. I saw death with that anyway. And I've seen this too many times now. Maybe someone was trying to take great pride in practicality. They like to have people around them to enjoy the fruits of their labor. But someone's very fixated, you know, for an end result. But they're losing all the joy and the pleasure of what they're creating through that old tradition. They got to leave it alone. This practitioners, but they got to leave it alone. This voodoo, doo-doo shit, got to leave it alone. Because we saw the devil, magician, and hierophant in one reading. And there's death with a boy or something, or ending of a project, or someone moving home. You can't sympathize with these practitioners, man. Someone's become very obsessed. A Queen of Pentacles. It's a very fragile person. They're doing sacrifices. They don't mind sacrificing your spiritual treasures and your emotional life to alter for their practicality. So now maybe it's institutions moving away because they're doing manipulation. They're manipulating this institution, this faith. They're doing practitioners. There's about 10 of them, I don't know, boy, but someone's acting against spirituality, against spiritual beliefs. Someone's in a blind devotion when it comes to maybe their tradition. You can't don't accept all knowledge without question, rather question authority. And now maybe they have to go and God, innit? Authority, innit? Because now you look at magician. Magician is someone manipulation, all right? Someone thought they had all the gifts or the gab. They thought they were the best. But no, they're apprentice, man. They're looking at manipulation of power. But power can blind you to like not to appreciate. So now you're looking at, you got to keep in mind of the negative stereotypes when it comes to maybe magicians as a swindler. They're swindling. Not popped to my head. That Netflix thing. That's who they are. The swindler. That's who they are. That Netflix. They're the swindler, and Mother Dearest. They're lying. She's lying on the Empress. And they know who the Empress is because they see she's a magician. Someone sees someone very disciplined and very responsible when it comes to Aquarius person. They're moving in their calling, don't care what these buffoons say. So she's moving away from this energy because they bring too much difficulties when it comes to maybe her trying to create peace for her home, herself, her family, community, and country. So now looking at a guru, or looking at maybe moving away from a church or a spiritual group, or whatever group that do your chanting, meditations, doing all your voodoo magic. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you don't need to leave it alone. You don't need to leave it alone. You can't manipulate a high priestess that's connected to God. You lot are buffoons, man. So now you look at manipulation, and you're looking at someone was misusing their power, but you got power within yourself, innit, to accomplish whatever you wish. And this is what someone's jealous about. That Aquarius person can accomplish anything that they wish with on their own. Because they have the necessary tools at disposal. Because they focus on the will of God. Do you understand? And they home into their own skills. This is what these two unskilled buffoons can't do. Learning to be... They're learning to be a preacher. They're learning to be like a spiritualist. They're lying, man. They're just doing it for the money. Just lying, man. That's why they're under judgment. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles under judgment. That's the truth. Oh, the truth about both of them. Yeah, they've been held. Yeah, for backstabbing a Gemini person. Yeah, for this lying, conning, stealing, and now you look at the emperor and the empress. They're lying, man. They're lying. They're lying. They're lying. They don't know nothing about the emperor and the empress, but you lot are Nigers. I love it, man. Yeah, you know what I say? That's it. You know, I'm glad I said that. You know what I say to people? When you go to people's home, right? It could be someone's country, community. When you hear someone has a different language or tradition, especially language, alright? Like for instance, in England, 99% of us only know one language. You know what? Someone will come over here, an immigrant, learn our language. But when we go to other people's home, country or nation, you're not telling us, learn our language. I keep telling people, when you know more than one language, don't let these people take your power away. Do you understand? Because they only know one language. They're narrow-minded. You know two, mine and your own, to adapt in my country. Do you understand? So don't ever make someone make you feel small, because they're not prepared to do the work by having more than one language or more than one skill or more than one talent. All they had was promiscuity and a bottle from voodoo doing their foolishness. Don't let people take your power away. I just thought I'd add that one as well. Because you've got different languages. Whenever someone says to you, learn my language, you just turn and say to them, how many languages do you know? And they will tell you only one. And then you say, exactly. And now that's the fruits of your labor. Do you understand? Your license on watermelons, your fruit. Yeah, that's your investment. Do you understand? Don't ever let people make you feel small because you don't speak the same language as them. But you can understand their language, but they're ignorant because they only know one language. Tell me, go sit down and find your mother. Go learn your lesson. Don't tell me what to do. Too much of this. What, because you got 1 or 2 little more pounds than me, or a bigger house, or 4 wheels more than me. Now that's an illusion. It's an illusion. Don't come over here with your illusions, boy. Someone was manifesting at home, maybe, or trying to boost stagnation to God's Chivaka when it comes to home, marriage, when it comes to the 4 of Wands, the God of War. What does that bloody mean? So now someone's looking at celebrating an achievement when it comes to maybe their goals of importance, when it comes to an event. Now, Miss Queen of Wands, Miss Queen of Pentacles, dissatisfied because they got to look at their decisions when it comes to the critical of their achievements or an event they started. Now they're in worry. When it comes to investment, all coming down. Someone's getting married, or someone regrets marrying someone. I'll tell you that for nothing. Or someone regrets not marrying maybe a water sign person, or maybe an air sign person, higher priestess. You mustn't judge a book by its cover, boy. Because not everyone uses crystals and them thing there. Aquarius only uses walk in love, talk in truth, bingo. Correct your flaws, bingo again. Put it in action, blood, fire, lottery. My family, own a lottery. So you don't need people. You can put this Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands to shame. To shame. In that entire moment, worried now. You're too fast. Now, go and find Miss Queen of Pentacles. See if she can help you when God comes. Yeah, man, I saw them look at evil witches. Trying to look. Must have been a Queen of Wands last night. Mad people, man. Go find God. Let me tell you, go find God, my friend. Everyone turning their back on these people. Because now you're cloaked. Because one of them, the Hierophant, hasn't got no cloak, innit? He's clear. He's got clarity. Nope, I'm coming out of here cloaked up, boy. Because you don't know God, man. You see, when it comes to dreams, it's beautiful. I can go into the most maddest place. I don't call for the spirits. I allow them to come to me. I ain't using no dead man to come get my riches, or no man for me. I'm not waking up no dead. Do you understand? Because when I'm ready to rest and I'm in bed at night, you understand, I can't be blessed to lay my head to rest. Why? I'm not making the dead rest. They're not going to make you rest while you're alive, yassa brethren. You're playing with the dead people, them. I don't go chanting, Diana, 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 Princess Diana, talk to me. These people come to me naturally. It's the heart, man. The heart is the seat of the soul. These people got nowhere to gutter trash their shit. We're like, you see these tarot readers that do it from the heart because they want a soul world, they want heaven on earth. It's like these people, we are your confession booth, you fool. That's how much they don't know. So keep scrying, because you'll be crying. Because every crime comes with time. Looking at new love. Page of Cups. Maybe someone's learning about Page of Cups, maybe. Maybe someone's in that energy of maybe experiencing an emotional situation. One that probably doesn't have much experience about love or intuition or about God or about maybe gurus, mentors, spiritual mentors. All they know is about partition, voodoo, their old boring tradition that ain't going, the old school foolishness. And now this institution's just walking away. Walking away. Look at them all going away from a Queen of Pentacles. She's going to be banned from the yard, institution. Wait, just give it time. In God's timing, everything's unfold. All the seeds have been done. Remember, where energy, carbon footprint is already done. So you can't escape. This is God, people. I'm not going to keep explaining to you lot. Behave yourself if you don't want to be on judgment. No. Psychopaths still trying it. Still doing the madness. Psychopaths, man. They're assuming that they know everything. Because they're ignoring their own advice from their own self. They're ignoring the real truth. Ignorance is bliss for these karmic people. So now we're looking at the outside world. Do you understand? When it comes to maybe the convictions that someone has to face. Because they assume. Assumption, I tell my children, you see, assumption, it creates fucking war. Ask fucking questions. You're not 2 years old. Use your words, people. You're not 2. Simple question. None of this would have happened. Simple question. No, locked in the mind. Do you still love me? Did you love me? Don't want to ask no question. Now you got battles with your mad gal. And now someone's probably broke their nail. Someone probably broke their nail. Because now you're looking at your intuition can bring you down your downloads of messages. Who's for you, who's not for you. Okay, because now you're penetrating your romance from your articulate self to bring in articulate projects from your emotions. Now someone's emotions has changed for a situation. And I think we should leave it there. Maybe continue tomorrow. All right, remember, walking love, talking truth. I love you guys. Bye.